Hi everybody, this is Camy and here's Judy, the Florida Art Chix today, and you're gonna rock the art world. Yes. And Judy, so we have a great guest today.
Yes, but before we announce that,
oh yes, we have to
talk about our wonderful little jewelry IDs for our new wine glasses.
New wine glasses with our name on it.
Yes, this is Jewelry by Claire, and she made a little bee because I'm a busy bee.
And I have a flip flop. She knows I love the beach.
So Jewelry by Claire.
Yes. So anyway, today we have a great guest. Her name is Ena Raquer, and she's an amazing artist. And Judy, go ahead and
Ena is our guest for the month here at the gallery. And Ena, you want to say a little something about yourself and your art, what it means to you, and how you came about being an artist? You are a fine artist, and we will show some of her work before.
Oh yes, absolutely,
because it's so beautiful on our walls.
It is.
We're proud to show your work.
Thank you so much, both of you, and welcoming me in your gallery. And excuse me, this is the first time I've had an interview in a podcast. So
that's okay. Don't be nervous.
Virgin.
Yes, I'm a podcast virgin.
Yeah, don't be nervous. It's just a nice, like a talk, a nice talk with friends.
We're on a couch.
We're on a couch. Yes.
Okay. Well, it just happened to be that about 2 weeks ago, I was walking by, just looking at galleries, and I happened to come here, and Camy was sitting.
It's just 2 weeks ago? Wow.
Seems
like we've known you forever.
Yes.
I know. And I just came in, and I said, I'm interested. She said we were going to have a available space to show. So I said, really? And I said, I might be interested. And so it happened like the next week was March 1st. So I said, I have things to do because I have so many paintings in my house. They are everywhere.
That's how artists are.
That's how artists are. Yeah, we all do.
Paint or you're going to therapy.
Yes, exactly.
Sometimes we do both.
Yes.
Some of us.
Because you're not painting enough.
That's right.
That's true.
So anyway, it just happened, and we had a fantastic March 1st.
Yes, the gallery.
The gallery was
here in downtown Vero Beach.
Work.
Yes, the first Friday of every month.
Yes,
it was great.
It was live music with her son.
Yeah, my son.
And I got to display my art, and
the weather was great.
The weather was great, and the more I get to know you both, the more I like you, and the more I feel.
Oh,
welcome.
Feeling
Thank
is mutual.
you.
Yes,
it is mutual.
So much talent.
Oh,
very much talent.
Thank you.
So how I started painting was I was drawing since I was probably 2 years old. I was drawing always, and I was drawing with like portraits, with shadow and light, and copying, and anyway. I did that all throughout my early teens, and I kept it secret because I didn't feel like I could. It was too personal, and I didn't want to show it to anybody, so I didn't. And then I came to the States. I was born and raised in El Salvador, and when I was 17, I left El Salvador. I wanted to be independent.
Good.
And to see the world.
Well, we're hardwired to go up on our own, so
yes,
followed your heart.
Right. Yeah. So I did a couple of portraits when I was 17. Usually I did Leon Russell and Bob Dylan, and just from photographs. Yes, I love music, so they were my heroes.
Okay.
And And then after that, I stopped. I just, I stopped all the art, pretty much. Took years and years and years. Occasionally, I will dabble into something, and to my amazement, it hadn't gone away. You know, I was
that's
able
something
to.
you have, and
so,
it's there.
Yeah, and so whenever I did something, it was like I had just left it behind. It was not. I didn't have to work as hard.
Yeah,
you know.
came naturally.
Yes.
So forwarded until I was about 38 years old, and then I started drawing again, and I started trying. So throughout my years, on and off, I have started and stopped, and I saw art as something personal.
Okay.
It
Not
was
to
not.
share with
It was
others.
not to be shared with anybody, and so I didn't. Plus, I was, you know, when I was in my teens, I was told you're not gonna make
Money.
money
Being an artist.
being an artist, so you better learn to do something
Another
else.
trade.
Yes. Yes.
So I went to school to become a legal secretary,
Okay.
and I did that, and then I became a planner, a land use planner in local government.
Okay.
And this, all of a sudden, 30 years had gone by,
Yeah.
and I retired
There we go.
in 2010.
It's when a lot of people pick it up.
Yes.
So
You
that's what
discovered someone who really mentored you.
Yes,
Yes.
I have had.
You were lucky.
Very, very fortunate. I started in Tucson, Arizona, and there was an artist, very good artist, Stephanie Birdsall, and I learned how to paint, and I learned how to do oils and pastels.
Okay.
And I will go to her house, her studio, every week on Wednesdays, and we spend the whole day painting with a group of other painters. But usually, another lady and I, and Stephanie, everybody left like at noon, and we
You
stayed
would stay
until
longer.
5 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
So all day long we were
Yeah.
painting. So that's how I got the
You
basis.
started, yeah.
And
Because
and
before you were just drawing.
I
with
was
a
drawing
pencil.
black pencil.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
All
only
right.
And
pencil.
Stephanie would critique you
Oh
and
yes,
guide you.
yes,
and, yeah.
absolutely, yes.
And
And
correct
it was always from life.
Yeah.
It was not from photographs.
Okay.
Did you have models or still life?
It was always still lives and
Still life?
flowers.
Yeah.
And flowers and
Oh.
you know dishes
down
and
that.
things like that. So that's what I have. That's
Yes,
what I am
okay.
used to doing.
Okay.
And then Stephanie left, and I stopped painting for about 3 years.
Again.
Again,
Yeah.
again.
Wow, all this.
But then I got married. My new husband and I got married in Hawaii, and we went to Southeast Asia for a year and a half and
Okay.
6 months in Australia. In the meantime, I didn't take any paintings because it was too difficult. We were living out of suitcases for
yes,
those 2
so
years.
it's hard to.
And so
Yeah.
I did do some portrait drawings
Okay.
of charcoal.
Okay.
And so that kept me
Kept me
going. And then we got back in the States in 2019, and we decided to come back to Scottsdale, Arizona, because of the Scottsdale Artist School, which is a fantastic,
Okay.
fantastic
So
school.
you had a plan.
Oh yes, and I had taken many workshops there.
Oh,
When I was in
okay.
Tucson, I would
Yeah.
go
to
to
Scottsdale,
Scottsdale and
take
spend
class.
5
Oh,
days with really fantastic, top of the
I can
line
imagine.
artists. So I am very fortunate to have that background, you know,
Absolutely. Yes.
to grow. In 2019 in Scottsdale, I met this painter who had he had a 5-day workshop, and it was called Painting from the Inside. And his name was Dennis Perrin. And he and his wife are a team because she was his model, and he painted for 30 years, and she was his model. And he has fabulous paintings. And then COVID happened, and Dennis had developed a group using Zoom. This was before COVID, so he had this
He had already
vision.
the vision of technology,
So
use
when-
technology.
Yes,
for
so in April of 2020, I joined
the Zoom group.
the Zoom group. It's called the Genius Circle.
Mm.
And we had painters from all over the world.
Yeah.
And we will meet once a week. And then Dennis decided that he was going to do mentorship. So I jumped at the idea. And he became my mentor. And I learned so much from him. We spent 3 years in a mentorship. And he was in New Hampshire, and I was in
Still in Arizona.
in Scottsdale, and then we moved to Cape Canaveral.
Oh,
But
okay.
everything was done through Zoom, so it didn't matter
Yes,
where I was.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a
That
beautiful.
was life that then, and yeah.
Yeah. So
But
it,
still now.
yeah,
Yeah.
it developed a new way
Yes.
of art.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it doesn't matter. Now I take workshops. I
Yes.
still take workshops from painters from all over the world.
Yes. No,
And,
it's
and
great.
it's so wonderful.
When technology is used for a good purpose,
For a good
that's
And it's
perfect.
comfortable in your own studio.
Yes,
Exactly. You don't
absolutely.
have to drive anywhere.
Yeah.
And you
took
have
care.
all your tools
Yes.
right there on your fingertips.
Yes,
No,
yes, it's
that's,
very convenient.
Yes.
So then
And now you're in Vero.
now I'm in Vero, which I don't know how I spent so much time, so many years in the desert, because I am a beach person.
Okay.
Oh,
Absolutely.
you're in the right place.
Yes.
I am.
Beach and art.
That's
Yes.
it. I
This is
mean,
the place.
Art and boats.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am living my dream.
Wonderful.
And when I started painting in 2010, I immediately knew that was my passion, and
Yes.
it was is spiritual. It is fulfilling. I lose myself.
That's it. We were just talking before.
We were just talking
about,
exactly.
Yeah, art really helping you spiritually and emotionally if you go through trauma. And as a matter of fact, art therapy used all over the place for people that they have really gone through big trauma. It really helps. PTSD. As a matter of fact, I teach the veterans too. So
Fantastic.
other groups, Alzheimer's. That's why. It's an amazing tool
Yes.
to really escape reality for a while and
And it only
heal
gets,
your wounds.
it gets better.
And
The
it gets
you
better.
get,
Yeah,
if you take classes or
exactly.
do self-study, the better you get, the more the enjoyment.
Absolutely.
So, and the more the healing.
Yes.
If you're going through things, you can look forward to more enjoyment in art if your life doesn't take a good turn.
There is absolutely no way I could have survived 2021 without me painting, because I had 4 major deaths in my life. My American mother died in May 20th. My biological sister died May 21st. My mentor got cancer and died within 6 months. And my good friend of 40 years also passed away in 2021. I was,
Yeah.
and I
You
just,
lose yourself.
I lost myself. I
Yeah.
did a painting on grieving, and as a matter of fact, I do have it in the car. I don't know.
Oh, I'd love to see it.
So,
Yes,
Yeah.
after, please show it to us.
okay.
You know, because I'm having that grieving meeting.
Maybe you can hang it up
I
tomorrow.
brought
Leave
it.
it here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Leave it here and
So-
on an easel.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Would you like to come?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure because
Well, let's see what the painting is like.
Yes.
Okay,
Let's see.
okay.
Yeah. So you can give a little speech about the
Yes,
painting too.
yes.
Yeah.
okay.
Be
Well, we can do
involved in
that
the-
after.
Yes, we do after the podcast.
The
Yeah.
podcast
We
or-
keep the surprise about the meeting,
Yeah.
for another day. Yeah. We're just getting our thoughts together for tomorrow.
yes.
Yes, no, wonderful.
This is very off the cuff, as you can see.
Yes,
Yes,
yes. Well, there's no
There's no script.
No script. We're just like
No agenda.
friends, artists getting together and sharing their stories, and we record it so we can send it out to the universe and everybody can.
It's very
can
lightly
see it.
edited.
Yes,
Camy.
yes. I'm the technology wise
Yes,
person
she is the
in the
video.
family. I'm the
She's a
video,
expert.
I'm the cameraman behind the.
Camera
On
woman.
front, camera woman. Yeah, I know. They say that cameraman. I think it's like well, now with this, then who are we? We don't know anymore. But I'm in the front and in the back of the. Yeah. So anyway, what an amazing story you have, and about your life, your
Where do
progress.
you hope the art will bring you?
I am open. I have, for a while I wanted to make a total career and just really market my art, and it has kind of evolved a little bit. And I have a feeling that it's going into a new direction, and I am just following along.
Just
because
that's the way we feel.
Yes. Yeah.
There is some people that are being put in my life, and every morning I pray, and I pray to God, and I said, okay, God, please help me do your will, and help my art glorify you. And this has been something that I've been doing for the last year, and my life has been changing quite a bit. And
prayers work.
They
Absolutely.
do, and they just make you feel so centered and so good.
Yes.
So, Anna, you brought in this painting here that you had mentioned that once you finished this, you felt like you had finally got it.
Yes.
And you want to
let's show it.
My mentor painted roses. That was one of his passions, and I studied his mentorship for me. I picked roses because I had no idea how to paint roses. To me, painting roses mastering painting roses is way more difficult than painting portraits.
Maybe a little bit closer so we can.
It's really beautiful.
And I had done study after study after study of roses.
Did you ever get bored of it?
It was my job. I felt like it was my homework. So I took it as a project. And it was.
And you never lost interest?
No, it was a challenge.
The rose master.
It was a challenge. I wanted to master it because it was, and what happened is that I fell in love with painting roses. And now I look at roses and it's like I have to paint them. I grow my own roses because the roses that you can find at the grocery store are no, they are. I love garden. Yes, so I have garden roses growing in pots in my at my house, and anytime that there is a bloom, I stop everything and I have to paint it because.
Before it dies.
Because they are not in bloom all the time.
Yes.
So that is my thing, and
wonderful though.
That's
I love
great.
That
Yes, that's great.
So
you actually stop and paint it because I have flowers in my garden. I think I want to paint them, and then
they're gone.
Yes, they do. They go. Yeah. Yes, I have. I used to have a refrigerator in the garage, and I would put them in the garage in the refrigerator, but the refrigerator died, so. I need to get me a new one.
So now you have to catch them more.
In a regular refrigerator, there is just no room enough. My husband will kind of frown, I think, if he wants to go and get a sandwich or something.
There's a ladybug in it. Ooh.
Oh, yes.
And
thing.
Anna, your art has served another purpose too.
Yes.
We were just talking before about the emotional.
And you want to talk a little bit about this? I think it's so fantastic.
Amazing.
Well, first of all, I have to say that this is a self-portrait, and I colored my hair since I was 30 years old. And I didn't know what color my hair was.
Which is beautiful.
Until after,
Yeah,
until after COVID, until about a year into COVID, and I decided, well, so it must have been like 2022 when I finally decided to
Stop coloring.
to stop coloring and try to find out what color my hair was.
Soft color too.
Such a beautiful color.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yes,
Goes perfect with
and
your
you know
I can
what?
imagine you with dark hair.
Yeah.
Oh
no,
well,
no.
look.
Yeah, there
That's
is.
what I look like.
Let's put a little closer. Yeah, this is a
Beautiful rendering.
beautiful
of a portrait.
render.
I do portraiture.
self-portrait. But there is a story behind.
Yes.
Yes,
Very.
and the story behind is that in 2021, as I was
Yeah.
saying earlier, I had major losses
Yeah, like we mentioned before.
before.
The loss.
And my American mother died one day. The next day, the
sister?
last biological sister died. The last one alive. So they're all gone now. And so it was a very traumatic experience for me. And what
And your mentor, he died.
and then
then-
my mentor
Yeah.
died 4
6
months
or 4
later.
months later.
4 months later, he already had cancer by the time.
Mm-hmm.
So
But this was right after
this was
your mom and your sister.
yeah, this was my way of dealing with my mom and my sister's passing. And I did it, and when I showed it to my mentor, he said, Ena, I am speechless.
Yes.
And he says, very seldom I am speechless. And so to me, for him to have said that, that means a lot.
Yes.
So for this painting and these paintings
Yeah, let me hold this one.
are Dennis's favorites. That I knew that he was proud
Yes.
of
Oh,
me,
you're
and he
doing
was
it.
very he was an excellent teacher and an excellent human being and an excellent master painter. So it means the world to me.
So this is proof that there are many adventures in your painting life.
Yes.
Oh.
In everybody's painting
Yes.
life.
You never
You meet
know.
interesting
You never know.
people.
Yeah, the
you
story
have
behind the
this
paintings.
drug that helps you when you're happy or when you're sad.
Yes.
An outlet.
Yes,
It's so
absolutely.
many wonderful things that happen
Yes.
with art.
Yes.
It is, for me, I
It's a crutch.
yes, I absolutely lose myself.
Yeah.
And there is. I have to mention the little. There is a dark.
Oh, there's
Voice.
always that dark voice.
There is the dark voice that as you start painting and whatever, and it gets to a point in a painting. At least it happens to me.
Yeah.
That the painting goes through a kind of an ugly
Ugly
stage.
stage.
Yes,
And
that's
you
true.
think,
You have to work out of that.
yes, and
Yes.
you think, oh,
Yeah.
this is really ugly. And my mentor's voice comes on then, and he
Okay,
says,
so
because I hear
keep
him all the
going.
time,
Keep
he
going.
says, follow the process, continue on,
Yes.
continue on.
Don't
it's a
give up.
process.
It's
a
like life.
process.
Yes.
Do not give
Do
up.
not give up.
And so I go on, and
Yes. And the masterpiece
Yes.
comes along.
oh,
Well, some of my best paintings started out as my worst paintings.
That's it.
Yes.
Yeah, so
And
you've been
sometimes
saying
they
that a
just
lot.
need a little
Yes.
something.
Yeah, a
And
little tweak.
sometimes you go back the next year, your skills are a little higher,
Yeah.
and you think, oh, I know what that needs.
Mhm.
And
And you can change. it.
yeah,
Yeah.
so it never really dies, even though it's on a shelf waiting for you to,
Yes.
bring some more
Little
life to
tweak
it.
here and there. Yeah, absolutely.
one of the paintings up there that we're
We're
going
gonna
to go
show.
see
Yes,
later,
we're gonna show that.
it went, I almost threw it away. Because it went to a very
Happened to
ugly
me.
stage. And it was an ugly stage in my mind.
It's
not
Not the painting.
the other thing that Dennis, and I keep on quoting him because
Well, it's
he
part
was
of your
it's part of
your
her-
life.
yes.
And,
Brushstrokes.
Yes,
in
yes.
the brain and
It's
And,
there.
and he always said, if something is wrong with your painting, you need to fix something in you.
inside your
Go
mind.
inside yourself. And that was the name of the workshop, only time that I met him live was during those 5 days in Scottsdale.
Mm.
The rest of the time, for
Was on-
years, it was
on
through
Zoom.
Zoom.
Okay.
And
And
he
what
and
was
his
the name of
wife,
the workshop?
he was painting from the inside.
There we go.
Inside. That's
Yeah, it's because
That's
it's
a
like
good name.
it's the
We'll
same.
have
that-
to use that.
Yes, between painting and writing, it all comes through your hands, so
Yeah.
it comes through yourself.
Yeah.
And probably your mentor is probably holding your hand and helping
Yeah.
you through the process.
He really
in
is.
spirit.
He
Yes.
really is. He comes and goes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know what? Last March 1st, when we had this, he was right here.
Oh, I'm sure it
Oh,
was.
I
I'm
felt
sure.
him.
Yes,
I
I'm
really
sure it
did. And
was.
He was cheering you on.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yep.
I'll tell you, it's something else. And
Yeah.
I've gotten goosebumps lots of times
Yes.
Yeah.
in my travels through the art world.
Yes. I
Isn't
do
that-
too.
Yeah,
I
there's
do
not
too.
many things that can give you goosebumps,
Yes.
but art can.
Oh,
can.
definitely,
Absolutely.
definitely.
But are we ready to go and look at your
I think so.
Sure.
wonderful work?
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
So
So
stay
yes,
tuned.
yep,
We'll be right back.
Painting I did a couple of years ago, and it's once again roses from my garden. And on opening night, March 1st, as I was leaving to come here, there was this bloom, and I thought on a whim, I just decided, hey, maybe I can just recreate that. And so here it is. It's still alive. It's not as beautiful as it was
In the
days.
same glass.
Yes,
Same glass.
same glass.
Yes.
Yes.
That was charming opening night.
It-
Everybody loved that.
Yes, it turned out to be a big hit.
Yeah.
So, and it's called Soul Sister, and that's the name of the rose.
Oh.
Let me go
it's a
closer.
beautiful
Show you the
painting.
beautiful
Oh
paint.
my gosh.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. And it's for sale.
And it's for sale. All of
Yes.
this.
All of
these
this work
beauties
it
are
is.
for sale. You can't
So-
keep it all. No. And these are peonies, which are my favorite type of rose, even though they are not technically roses. They are gorgeous. And I did this very quickly. This is another one of my favorite paintings because I think I spent about an hour and a half. It was that fast. It just
So
flowed.
loose,
You
beautiful.
never know. There are some that take you a lot longer, and some of them you just.
Yes, they're quick.
This one is a funny one because this is from Saint Augustine. I had no idea that Saint Augustine does not allow plein air painters
Oh, I didn't know
in
that
any
either.
place in the city.
Really?
And so
Oh.
I was painting this by the marina, and a lady comes in and says, "Oh, I don't see too many plein air painters." And I said, "Painters?" And I said, "Oh, really?" And she said, "Yes, you're one of the few that I have seen in a long time." And then she says, "Well, you know that there is an ordinance that they passed in 2017 that is criminal."
Oh my God, you can get arrested in St.
Oh,
Augustine.
thank you. And I said, "Well, should I stop? Are they going to arrest me?"
Oh my goodness.
And she said, No, you're fine. You're out of the way." But anyway, so that was the only one painting that I
Right.
did in San Agustin.
See, so that's probably a big value for that painting, since you can't even paint in it.
I had a wonderful time
plein
until
air.
I found out that I was breaking the law.
God.
This one, again, I was done a couple of years ago, and this is one of my favorites.
I love this one, the colors and
It shows that you
Because
can do something other than flowers.
the marbles, to me, it occurred to me that I needed to paint marbles. And when I got them, I felt like a child again because it absolutely brought me back to my childhood.
Yes, marble.
And it was around Christmas time. So the green and all of this, to me, it was kind of a magical thing. And I love to paint glass and I love to paint silver. It is a lot easier to paint glass and silver than paint roses. So, so this was one of my
glisten and the glow.
favorite.
Yeah.
Yes. This is in the summertime. I go walking on the beach
That's beautiful.
at sunrise, and this is right out of the South Beach.
South Beach down here, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's a bit
great.
impressionistic. Very
Yes.
interesting.
It is.
Yes,
It
yes.
is.
I like the clouds.
I'm still experimenting different styles.
Sure.
Let's try this. Let's try
Yes.
that.
That's great.
This
And
just
I love this
love.
one. Oh, this is one of my favorite.
Again,
That's
those
beautiful.
are roses from my garden.
That's a very large painting.
Gorgeous.
Yep.
Yes, this is
And
large.
my mentor Dennis used to paint large,
Oh,
huge,
Large pieces.
huge roses. So it is fun to experiment, and it's different,
Sure.
having- painting with big brushes.
Yeah. It's a different technique.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Then we go next.
Then we go to this. This is one of my funnest paintings ever. We went to and I have a video to go with that. We were in, it's an orange grove off of 66, I believe. And there were all these chickens. And I set up my easel and the chickens by where they were eating. And the chickens thought that I had feed because I had the plastic bags. And anytime that I will put one of my paper towels in the bag, my garbage bag, they will come running.
There is food.
See, another adventure with plein air painting.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
So much fun.
It's fun.
And
It's fun.
it just the whole entire time I just smiled.
Yeah.
Just had a great time. This is under the bridge.
Yeah.
Um,
I painted there.
and that was fun also, plein
Yeah.
air.
Beautiful.
And plein air is something new to me. So because
Well, you
I'm
did
used
good.
to, yes, I am used
Because
to.
there are a lot of challenges with it.
Yes, it's totally different. You
Yeah.
have to have speed, and thank God
Yes.
I am a relatively fast
Yeah.
painter because everything changes.
Yeah.
The sun changes.
Yep.
The wind
Oh,
comes.
yes, that's right.
And then you have a certain
Yeah.
amount of
And
time,
the wind could take your easel down.
right?
Yes, the wind.
And you have to have bug spray and shade.
Oh gosh.
Exactly.
Yes.
And your hat and your umbrella.
Yeah.
So I haven't plein air for a long time.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of plein air groups that are.
Yes, well,
Yes,
I do
running.
belong to one of them,
Yeah.
but I haven't gone. I've been, one
Yeah.
thing after another.
Busy with other stuff.
Treasure Coast Painters.
Yes.
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 I haven't been this year yet.
Uh,
So
And I love the coffee cups. Or the
yes,
tea cups.
I love
yes.
this one. Yes.
Good job on them.
thank you.
Oh, gorgeous.
And
Teacups
who
and
is
rose.
this? Was it she a model?
She was a lady in. I went to South Carolina. I have a painter friend of mine, and she took me to a plantation. and we were painting the water. There were 21 alligators, and we were painting the trees and everything, but watching the alligators because they were just
They can just
in
come
the
out
water.
so quick.
And so when we are there, and they say that Florida, you have a lot of alligators.
Yeah.
I haven't seen one in the wild, but you go to South Carolina, and
It's
they are
filled.
everywhere.
Really?
Well, you might have to go down the Everglades, but we got a few
I've
here
got 'em in the
coming
yard.
around.
You
Yes,
do? Oh,
yes,
well,
you
I
do.
don't
See
want
them
to see
a couple
them.
of times a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I have not seen them, and that's just good enough.
That's
Oh,
good.
Thank you.
I love the looks of them.
So
Yeah.
no, this lady, we were at the plantation, and this lady and her husband came, and she was posing for him. He was taking photographs.
Okay.
She's dressed with a pink leather coat.
really?
She
Oh.
had her pearls and her hat, and she was just gorgeous. And I took
A
some
picture.
pictures of her, never thinking that to get her name or
Oh,
anything.
now you could have sent a
Months
Well,
painting.
later,
maybe
I
she'll
decided
find
to
out.
paint her, and yes, and
And she's
There she
anonymous.
is.
she's anonymous.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
she'll see the podcast.
Yes, it's just that.
Wouldn't that be great?
That would be great.
I
You
would
never
love
know.
to
Stranger
find
things have
her.
You
happened.
never know.
Yes,
You never
yes.
know. Well, beautiful
So-
work. Even this one next to the
Yeah.
another little.
And
Yeah.
even
Teacup.
there's a waterscape up there on the top of the
Yeah,
building.
yeah. It's kind of tough to get
Yeah.
the camera up there, but we have more roses
And
up there.
those are peonies in a
Peon.
rose.
Okay.
And that is the one that halfway through, it was so ugly
Oh, that's the one you
that
said.
I almost threw it away because
Yeah,
I
you
was
can't
so
give up.
disgusted.
Oh, no,
And
no.
now
Look
it's
now.
one of my favorites.
Yes.
Beautiful job on the silver
And
picture.
this
And
on the other
this-
shelves up here, we have another piece.
And that is out of
By the
Young's
river.
Park off of Indian River Boulevard.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
I love
Beautiful.
that
With the
park.
fingers, yeah.
Yes,
Yes, beautiful.
Exactly.
Beautiful. Yeah.
You pick out very good compositions. Not
Yes.
everybody
Thank
does
you.
that.
Yes. Great
Thank
work.
you.
Great work, Anna.
Well, thank you.
So,
Ann.
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, there's that one too.
Oh, the one underneath.
That one underneath was done in a hot summer weather. And I painted it through my window because I
yeah.
was not going to go outside.
It was too hot. Yeah, it was too hot.
So that's a view from your window.
Yes, it
Lucky
is,
you. That's
yes.
pretty.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Okay, Anna, so it's been a pleasure having you here for the
Likewise.
month and all the things that we
Thank
did.
you so much.
Thank
You
you.
really put together a wonderful show.
Yes, you
Oh,
did.
thank you so
Fantastic,
much.
and thank you for being our podcast.
Thank
It came out, I'm sure it came out
Yeah,
perfect,
yeah.
you know, very casual, very, you're great.
It's
Actually,
been a
for
pleasure.
the first time podcast,
Good.
you did a great interview.
Yeah, and all you out there who want a podcast of your artwork,
Yes, we're
it's
here.
very easy.
The Florida Art Chix are here.
Exactly. Let's do a little
And,
plug for ourselves.
That's
yes,
right.
exactly. So, okay,
So,
so
with that,
thanks again.
we're gonna
With that, we're going to
continue
continue to
to
rock the art world.
with wonderful artists like
And-
Ena.
Yes, and we'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.